Okay, guys and gals, about 10 seconds of the obligatory disclaimer. If you want to read the whole thing, just pause the video. Welcome everybody. Let's take a look at the stock market today for the S&P E-mini S&P 500 futures for Wednesday, December 15th. Okay. The new session's already started right there. So we're looking at this big, huge green candlestick, okay, which ended at, let's see, 4702.5. Obviously a huge day, 103.75 range. Yeah, big, huge day. Easy money to be made on a day like that, guys. Easy money. Okay, so we've got this, whipsaw thing going on. They've chop, chop, chop. 2 days down. Not quite touching the 50. Then a huge 103, almost 104 day range up. Back and forth. And, this. Okay, if it breaks all-time new highs, great. Okay, we'll trade that too. But for right now, there's the top, and approximately there's the bottom. Okay, there's definitely some sign of strength here. When you see this kind of thing like that curls back up like that, often that's a sign of strength. There are some divergence warnings here, but let's see, where did they come in at? Well, okay, interesting. Yeah, I don't give them a lot of credence, so I'm not going to pay attention to those divergence warnings. I don't think they're anything significant. So there's some sign of strength here, definitely. And there's a little bit of gap starting to go on that MACD. So we could break the all-time new highs, but I'm not convinced of that yet. It's got to prove it. It's really as simple as that. We can talk about the old ATH. Let me tell you something what I know right now, guys. You see this right here? This is going to go away soon. Okay? We may hit all-time new highs. To the moon, Alice. Whenever. Okay, sure, it could easily happen. And then you won't hear about ATH for many, many years to come. I guarantee it. So get used to not hearing about this, because it's going away. It may not be now, 6 months, year, whatever, but that right there is going bye-bye. Okay? Just a matter of time. And I don't mean somewhere in the future, 5-10 years, it'll happen. You know how these people who never, they're afraid to even make any decision about anything on any kind of short time frame. No, I'm talking about in less than a year, ATH won't be talked about again. Goodbye. All right. So until this thing proves that it's going to go to all-time highs, we're in this. We're right here. We're in this kind of sideways channel. That's what's going on. It's more like right there. And this, like I said, this candlestick right here has a really good chance of popping to all-time new highs. We'll see. But it's got to prove it. I'm not convinced. Look at this one. Which is, though that's typical when you come out of a low, you stall and get going sideways. Then that. Okay. That's not typical. It's not always typical to get that all the way back down to the 50. Okay. So we'll let the market do what it does. I'm not considering predict that tomorrow's going to do this or tomorrow's going to do that, because I don't have to. And it doesn't matter, because all of it's tradable. This candlestick was hugely tradable. Those two red ones were tradable. Obviously today was massively tradable. Now for swing traders, it's not really. Okay, intraday, heck yeah. A lot of money's been made in this time frame right here for intraday traders. Now for swing traders, if you were to ask me my opinion, because that's what we're doing here, we're talking about opinion, I would say don't touch it. Don't touch the market. It's not a swing trader's market. It's a trader's market. There's a difference. This is an intraday trader's market. It's not a swing trader's market. So for those that can't trade intraday, don't sweat it. Okay? You can look for potential stocks, okay, that are really good values. Maybe they're there, maybe they're not. I don't know. Okay, I'm not really tracking that many stocks. I'm tracking one stock right now. And I have shares in one stock. If you want to know what that stock is, okay, join the $5.99 membership. Okay? Which, by the way, I'll put the splash up right now, the screen, $5.99. Okay, you'll get the hourly charts, you get the 5-minute charts, which is what the premium members get. I cover crude, I cover gold, I cover natural gas. I cover wheat and oats. Okay. I put out trade alerts occasionally if I think there's something good going on. Okay. And just recently, I think it was yesterday or the day before, I put up a new channel on the Discord server. So you'll get a link to the Discord server and join the community. And one of the channels in there is fixed income, mostly corporate bonds, which I don't show in the video. I don't show that in any videos. Okay. Because I can only do so many videos in a day, right? So if you want even the fixed income, all that for $5.99, guys. And just a heads up, everybody, I don't get the $5.99. Google is, the payments go through Google. They're the ones that do the billing. I don't get $5.99, guys. Trust me, I get a lot less. They're a serious ripoff. And eventually, maybe in the future, I'll switch to a different payment processor. But for now, I'm using them because it's convenient in YouTube and it's all hooked up, okay? So I don't get $5.99. You're getting an absolute steal. I mean, I made it this cheap so that everybody could afford it, okay? That's the truth. I'm not charging people $50, $100, $300 for some course, blah, blah, blah. All right? So take advantage of while you can. All right? Now, back to the video here. It doesn't really matter to me, the whipsaw and the up and down, okay? We don't have to worry about trying to predict where the market's going to go. We know that right now, for now, it's doing this. It's going this way. That's super obvious. If it breaks above these tops of these candlesticks and it goes above 47.40, great. That's okay too. Okay, just keep in mind this is a rising 50. Okay, so on the average, prices are rising. Even here's the thing, and people struggle with this. Even these two big red candlesticks, they're part of the average price rising. Okay, and then if and when the market breaks below this 50, fine. Then the story changes potentially. Okay, but look at this, guys. Even through quad witching, September, October, did the 50-day bow down? No, it didn't. It just kept on marching. Just kept on marching. So don't make any mistakes right now. I know we got the December contract, quarterly contracts coming up, okay, and there's talk about how the stock market's going to crash. Every day when someone wants to tell us about the stock market's going to crash. Well, it hasn't crashed. It hasn't. Now, we have a different environment, with potential for rate increases, okay? Not just the tapering, but there's discussions going on about possible rate increases from the Fed. Those trustworthy people that we know care about Americans so much. Oh, excuse me, a little sneeze right there. So that may happen. They may actually do some rate increases before they actually said they were going to, and then they'll freak out when the market responds badly, and they'll have to reverse it like they've always done before, or whatever, because they're total morons and they made this big mess. And as long as they continue to tamper with the free economy, they'll continue to make a bigger and bigger mess because they're complete friggin' morons and idiots. There, I said it. Got that off my chest. I feel so much better, So anyway, I see sideways chop unless we get something otherwise. Sideways chop is what's going on, okay? Don't forget that the cycle low over here, this green cycle, is about Christmas. Some have it at Christmas Eve, some a couple days after, but it's in this time frame, okay? So keep that in mind. That's this cycle right here. For those who don't know about cycle analysis, these green arcs that I have on this chart here, whenever you get two to come together, like right here, prices tend to decline. See over here, it happens the same thing. Prices decline down into there. Okay? So I would expect prices to continue to stall or come down a little bit. They may not come all the way down here where I got the arrow. They might just come down to the 50 or pierce a little bit. We'll see what happens. Also, in the middle of cycles, sometimes we see price stall, price decline. Well, that will just smack dab in the middle and decline right in the middle of the cycle. Okay? So sometimes we see that. All right. So my take on the daily, for all you that are watching this public free video, okay, until the market proves otherwise, sideways, with lots of opportunity for intraday traders, but not for swing traders. And I know there's going to be some swing traders that say, oh, you're wrong. That's great. If you've got it figured out and you're swing trading, go for it. Personally, I don't think it's a swing trader's market. Okay, I think it's a trader's market, meaning intraday, day trader's market, for sure, especially these huge candlesticks. Lots of money being made there. Okay, let's take a look at the monthly. Nothing's changed. Lots of potential for market to go down on the monthly time frame. Divergence warnings all over the place. Got a nice green candlestick for December though, and just a gazillion miles away from the 50-month. Okay, so that hasn't changed. The market, for as far as candlesticks go, is strong. Short-term indicators, if you want to call them those for the monthly, they look weak, like really weak, like something's coming. All right, the weekly chart. Okay, kind of a doji, definitely a doji. Got a doji going on there for this week. I would say overall on the weekly chart, there's a slight sign of strength, right? That's what it looks like. But that candlestick's not. That candlestick is, it's not necessarily weak or strong. If you had to pick between the two, just because of the nature of it, it's got a weak look to it now because it's red, and that type of candlestick can be often a sign of weakness, right? It'd be not quite like that, but kind of like that. It's a doji at the, so whatever. We'll leave it alone. We'll just leave it at that, okay? So now, I'm about to switch over to the hourly, which I guarantee members made big bucks today. I'm not saying every member did, because every member has a different level of maturity. Some can't do day trading because they got jobs and family and all other stuff, okay? Okay, so some are having to figure out other things. Like I mentioned earlier, they might be focusing on fixed income. So they might be bolstering their brokerage account by trying to find, some good deals with corporate bonds. They might be looking at dividend stocks. Okay, which by the way, I have one dividend stock that I'm going to share today with the members. I mentioned it in the Discord server, but I'm going to mention it again in the videos for the members today. I'm going to talk about this stock. I think it's a good deal. I think they're going to increase their dividends. And yeah, so join it for $5.99 so you'll get that information too. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to click that little bell so you'll be notified of all the videos as I put them out. Talk to you all real soon again next time.